One last thing I wanted to show y'all about this Woodland Mills trailer is some of these prints that came with it. I mean, this one here in particular is for the winch kit for that trailer. They're very, very detailed. Like, they couldn't have done a better job than what they done with this. Check this out. I mean, they nailed it. Like, it shows you every little detail, exploded view, part lists. I'm sure if you needed some of these parts, you could probably call them up and order those parts. That one's for the winch kit. This here would be for the chainsaw holder kit. And this thing can go on the Multilander or the Pathlander. But it just is the exploded view of it. I mean, this is good, y'all. That's good quality. Check that out. Oh yeah, here is the installation of that kit. Some instructions on that. It just seems like there was more. Yeah, right here. And if y'all remember, I was talking about the let's see, where's it at? Oh, right there, 1.25 inches down off of that. It's 5 7/8 spacing between your holes, and you can go either or side. Yep, but if you notice, it says 11 1/4 off the edge of this panel straight over, and that's pretty well in line with that edge right there. So that's what I based it on to install that chainsaw holder kit. Now this is the instructions for the actual trailer, and I mean, you can see how thick this book is. It covers a little bit of everything here, like, I mean, down to like every part. I mean, they really done a good job. I mean, I couldn't compliment them anymore. Like, they done a awesome job. It even tells the torque specs and stuff on the wheel nut torques and several other things. That's awesome. They've done a good job. I'm just going to kind of go through here and show you some of this. And every bolt that was for this trailer was individually packaged. See how they got them labeled here? They've done a great job, like, labeling. Nothing was hard to find. Every bolt, every washer, every nut. I mean, they had it labeled to the T. It even tells you, like, about over torquing, how it can mash up the tubing. Definitely didn't want to do that. Okay, so this is starting out with the plates, bolting the frame together that holds the actual trailer top, or the bucket part, I guess you could call it. And then it goes on to show you. See, here's the axles and how they go in. It's basically like little sub-assemblies for the axles. See, axle assemblies. And then, see, there's the spacer I was telling you about. Look at the quality of this, the print. I mean, they really spent some money, you know. Like, you're getting your money's worth when you buy this trailer. I'm telling you, you will be happy with it. From the install, I mean, it takes a little time, but oh wow, I didn't realize that you could do that with the hitch. That's cool. Like, orient it like to where it sits a little lower, depending on how high you're riding. But yeah, man, I missed some of these details. The covers, like putting on the drop hitch plates. Tells you where to grease it, stuff like that. It does have a little rubber bumper right there for, like, the trailer, you know, to keep it from riding on the metal beam right there. It has that rubber bumper. That's a plus. And then it goes on telling you how to assemble it. When I first assembled this, I had my 10-year-old daughter helping me, because trying to put this together like that and hold everything in place is a pain in the butt. And I believe that's why they give you a metal crate, because I used it as a table. It really came in handy. And what I did, I put it together, or bolted this setup together wrong initially, and of course my daughter got off playing with a ball, and I was like, oh my god, she ain't no help. So what I done is I realized that there's this plate, this bar right here, okay? So I went ahead and bolted that on, and that held my frame together. Well, I didn't bolt it on. You got to bolt the bolts down through this plate, and those angles have to be sticking up. So I used that as like my locator bar that holds everything together, and it's way easier to use, you know, this plate for your starting out than trying to hold everything and get these positioned in place while you bolt it all together. Definitely go that route first with that. That's going to save you some effort. And then it just goes on to tell you how to do the step sides, the step plates, and then the side plates, and then your part that, you know, keeps the dump. You can like lock the trailer right here with this. And then this part's kind of tricky too, because you've got, if you look there closely, there's two washers. You got one on the inside of the bolt. You've got one that goes, when the bolt goes through that pivot point right there, it's got to have a washer on there, and then it goes through this point on the trailer, the bolt does, and then you got another washer, and then a nut. And I done it by myself, but man, it was tedious. I had to fight with it for a little bit. But once you get that first bolt in, it makes the second one a lot easier. It's just kind of getting everything lined up, and you got to have some strength to you. I'll just put it that way. Because you got to lay on the ground, lift it up. I left the tires on. It might have been a little easier if I took them off and used a jack to kind of take some of the strain off of me while I'm trying to line bolts underneath from the ground and lifting it. Either way, though, I got it, and I got it to work, but it wasn't easy. That's pretty self-explanatory right there. And this is telling you how to put the cams on. I mean, there's not really a lot to this thing. It's just a little process, you know. It just tells you some good information on it. I don't even think I went this far into it, but this covers maintenance. There is some Zerk fittings on the insides of those hubs. They looked pretty well oiled when I got them. I mean, oil was all in some of the packaging on those. So I have yet to oil them. I might shoot a little bit in them. It looks like they use some sort of blue grease on it. I've always kind of heard that mixing and matching greases is kind of a, you know, something you shouldn't really do. I know most people don't care. I've always been one that didn't really care, but maybe in recent years I have started to kind of care. But anyways, this is going through and breaking each piece down. I'm sure they've got part numbers for everything, but I was impressed with it, y'all. I mean, I enjoyed the build. I enjoyed every bit of it, putting it together. Even so much so I'm going through showing you the manuals on it. So as you can see, they always have a note section. I wonder if anybody actually uses those. Well, that's that. So I got one more thing. The infamous bungee setup on this. Check that out. This is for the ATV cover, the one I didn't put on yet. But yeah, it even tells you how to use that. Pretty neat. So there it is, y'all. Hit that thumbs up. Thank y'all for watching.